2, 1.
Hi, I'm Bart Hurwitson, Executive Director of the Nashville Songwriters Association. I'm so excited, man. I was excited when I got to meet you last year. One of my, if not the favorite band of all time is In Excess. This is one of the founders, the chief songwriter, the architect, I will say, of the group. This is Andrew Farriss. And you're spending a lot of time in Nashville. Let's start with that because you are here some. You're originally from Ohio, or your wife's family's from Ohio.
Yeah, that's right. Now my wife, Marlena, his family's from Ohio, and we spent Ohio Christmas this year. So it was actually the first Christmas I've ever spent in the U.S. But I thought that Santa was going to come. I mean, what happened? Well, he did.
You must have been a bad boy.
Yeah, well, either that or I was asleep. But it was good. Thanks. It was your Christmas good.
It was awesome. Thank you. So I think Nashville is richer for your presence. I had a number of writers tell me you were hanging out here, and we were so excited when you came by a few months ago and we first met you. And you told us the stories. I don't think the world, maybe I said the world, I don't think Nashville, the U.S., realizes the phenomenon of In Excess in its heyday worldwide. You toured almost nonstop for how many years? Almost nonstop.
Yeah, probably. Well, initially, it was about 25 years. We were constantly rolling around. Yeah, but it was worth it.
The band in the day blew up in one country, then another country, and it was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So we go back to the album, one of your seminal albums, Listen Like These. And Chris, is it Chris Thomas?
Chris
is the
Thomas.
producer, the famous producer that worked with the Beatles and everybody else, is
Yeah.
producing this record for you. And he says, Andrew, this almost sounds like a record label. Man, we need another single. We need another song. So you go back, as I understand it, to a work tape, and I'm going to let you take the story from there, and you put odd numbers on your work tape. This was funk number 9 or 13 or something such as that.
Exactly. It could have had a 3 in it. That's right. But no, I was going to say, yeah, we numbered them and always named things, If you don't name them, you never know what they are, They're like little things running around, But, yeah, we needed another track on the record, and we just didn't have, well, we thought we did. As a band, In Excess, we thought we had what we needed, but Chris Thomas, he wasn't sure about it. So he says to Michael and I, look, we need something else. What do you got? And first of all, my older brother, Tim Farriss, my older brother, said, well, you know what? I remember when Andrew was playing us some stuff he'd done. He had a tape, and he had this groove and this thing, this riff or whatever on it. And you should have listened to that, And that was good that he said that, because everyone said, okay. So they put the thing on. They said, that is cool. And it was said I had a beat like boom, ka, ba boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, ba boom, boom, ka. So you could sort of, it was kind of, it was rhythmic. You could dance to it without even anything on it. And then the riff. And then Michael went, yeah, I like that. Michael Hutchins said, I like that. That's cool. Let's try and do something with that. And then the hard bit came where Chris goes, great, we're all going home now. You guys go in that room. We'll see you in the morning. And we're like, okay,
Did it have lyrics?
No, what it had was, at that point, I had the riff, and I had and it was just like a simple kind of rolling thing. I have this cute little Spanish guitar thing here, but the riff I actually played on electric was up much higher. So I'm going to play it down a little bit here, but it kind of goes like this. This ain't the end of it all. Don't you know there's a rhythm takes you where you really want to be. Oh, yeah. That's kind of it.
There is something primitive about that, because every time I hear it, and I got to tell you, In Excess has been on my playlist since the 80s, and it just every time that comes on, man. So you write lyrics that night?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I have to say it was really Michael that pulled that rabbit out of that hat lyrically, and he just pulled that thing out. And I think the thing that we both were conscious of is not losing the feel-good factor of what that thing was going to be. And that was a lot of our thing live.
You literally finish it that night?
Oh, yeah.
And
We
so
had to.
You play it for Chris the next day.
Yeah, and
So
we knew it. We knew
Take
the
me
two of
back to
us,
that
yeah.
room, and when Chris hears it.
Yeah, well, he comes in and said, "What do you got?" And we're like, of course, nervous, trying to act cool, you know. And he goes, "Yeah, love it." And that was it. And then the band comes in and says, "Let's do it." We tracked it, and then, but I got to hand it to the guys in NXS. Amazing musicians, all of them, and Michael too. He was great. And we didn't muck around. I think, I really appreciate the comment that you made about our touring and how much touring we did. I don't think we understood what that did to us.
Well, it makes you tight. It makes you.
Exactly.
There's a telepathy to great bands. You know, somebody's just a 64th out of beat, and you just kind of look and
Yeah.
like that, and they know. You
Yeah.
know, and there's no
That's right.
replacement. They say you're not a songwriter till you write 100 songs. They say you're not a great songwriter till you write 1,000. And I don't think you can call yourself a band till you do 100 shows. And I don't think you can be great. There's no substitute for the experience of doing it, Andrew.
That's
And
true.
you guys did it, and you're still doing it. So.
Thank you, sir. We did 13 3-month tours in the 1980s alone of the United States. That's a different town every night. And there was a time when it was kind of funny because when we first came here, we're in the United States. It's like the Mecca. That's the place you want to be. So you buy a road atlas, and I'm going, this is so exciting. You know, you're riding home. And after about 2 months, you're like, you throw the atlas away, and you're like, I completely lost any idea of where I was. I mean, I knew I was in the US and we knew we were touring, and that was just the first tour. So after a while, what happens is, I think, and I say this with all, bands that have toured a lot, especially internationally, you really begin to see a lot of life, not just where you are as a tourist, but you really get a picture of things. Sometimes it's not all good, but usually it's amazing. We worked in 52 different countries as a band.
And I think the world's musical legacy is richer for it. I speak
Thanks.
to that as a fan.
All right.
And that's the story behind the song this week, What You Need, Andrew Ferris and NXS, for the Tennessean and Tennessean.com.